Kia ora te whānau. Welcome to Teamsday Tuesday. With it's not a tuna on his head. It is, who is it, Isaac?
Hang you Don. He's one of Hello Kitty's good friends.
Good to know, whānau. But yeah, Isaac's back after his what was it? HIA sabbatical. Mini sabbatical in Japan.
Well, definitely not HIA because I got the head protection on. So just went on a bit of a recruitment drive in Japan.
Ooh, yeah.
See if I could bring Adi Savia over to Rugby League. He said no.
Yeah. He'd have been handy. Well, last week he would have been handy, but it looks like we didn't need any other replacements because we've got a decent squad here at Warriors HQ. So let's crack open the teams names for this week. Starting out with the Finns, Wayne Benato and his team, and that's it.
And at number one, at fullback position, we've got Danger Mouse or Tunkato's Tame Tuapiki.
Oh, how good was he?
It was good.
Match winner. And he's back. Dallin, what an easy lesbian. Where does that come from?
Where has that
Mr.
come
200. Where has that come from? Oh, Mr. 200.
All right, and then The Rock says he's back to take his position at centre. Number 3, Rocco Berry.
And the man everyone loves to hate. It is Adam, POMP, with a bone cruncher, a stomach turner, that turned into the biggest yak I've ever seen in the field.
And something that didn't make you sick in the game last week was Marcelo Inigo Montoya. Had a great game. Really picked up the slack.
He can play one. He can play in the wing. He can play centre. But he is our new standoff, our new first 5'8". That is Chan's in charge. How good was he, boys? How good was he?
Oh, fantastic. Loved the run. And he really complimented the main man, to Murray Martin, who takes the number 7 jersey with SJ still out.
Very good. Very strong. And missed the attacking option, A, B, and C, although he was not required for his attacking options in the weekend. But we got the job done without him. With them. It's A.
The Aladdin on steroids, jump back in the bottle. Right said Fred, or Ready Freddy, is coming into the number 9 jersey off the back of his suspension.
Yeah, a bit of a smoke screen I feel, but hey, he's back, Freddie. The big DU, Bunty, the big D was, I thought, very strong. Back to his Bunty best, and especially when he got his tail up behind the crowd, he was running hard.
0 missed tackles. At 11, we've got Jackson Ford Fiesta. Hopefully he's got the Lego hands ready for this week as well. I thought he had a great game too.
Yeah, solid. And, bam. Can he do anything else other than be the best player in our team? And also, more than just a smoky for New South Wales. They've got to pick him. That is Mitchy Barnett.
Dylan Walker off the back of a big stint last week. Glutes of Doom. Bring those buns back.
How good was he? Hey, must be Tamale! Our main man, coming in fresh. I love what he does, coming in late into the game.
I like the Band-Aid too. The No Captain's Challenge, not this week, Jazz, but number 15 is Jazz Tavanga. Another big stint from him would be appreciated.
All heart. He was amazing. And the young man got plenty of minutes in the this week, or last week I should say. Jake Damas, looking nice and assured on the edge.
Number 17, welcome back, Hakuna Marata. Murata Miyokore coming in the 17 jersey.
Good to see the big dog back. And then now number 18, the one and only, Papa Roach, who came out of nowhere to have an absolute barnstorm on the weekend. So deserved of being in the 18 this week.
Yeah, he really did cut that team into pieces.
That's very good. So, yeah, very good. But I must admit, I'm partly taken aback with a few players that didn't make the team this week, just because a lot of fans are calling for no change to the lineup, considering how well they did. So, what do you think about that, Isaac? Rocco's back and Freddie's back.
Yeah. Ali Leotau's injured. Is that right?
I believe he might be. So Jed's just doing some work in the background. And if you didn't know, Jed is with us in mind, body, but not voice, unfortunately, lads. Too big a magic round.
Yeah, too many darts at the back end, Paxton. But yeah, no Ali. I think Rocco Berry, nice to have him back. I thought Ali played pretty well, but maybe he's injured, maybe he's not. But the one I'm really confused about, or not confused about, is Papa Roach being spelled for Freddie Lussick, because I thought, under the circumstances, pretty extreme, he had an awesome game, but I couldn't fault him. I could not fault the man. He looks like he's got first grade written all over him.
I think there might be a little bit of a smokescreen going on. You know, the old Webby smokescreen, not out of the playbook of Nathan Brown smokescreen. They did name 30 different players, and then those 30 different players didn't even turn up. But I think Papa Roach probably comes into the 17. You need to have, and what's proven, you need to have another bona fide hooker. Dylan Walker's clearly not going to play hooker, and we don't want him to play hooker, especially with no Tohu. He's just assured where he is at 13. So I would probably see maybe Laban dropping out for Roach.
Probably go, yep.
Just with Murata back as well. So, but hey, all will be revealed 24 hours out. News just fresh off the main man, producer Jed, saying that Ali is off, he's out. Unless you just repeated that and I'm just saying it again. But he is out to round 18. He did struggle early in the game with a little niggle to the ankle. So he can't buy a bucket there, man. Like every time he starts a first grade game, he tends to put himself out for a long time.
I thought it was going to be the curse of the Warriors again, where we just start falling over like flies. What was it? We had Wade, and then Ali got injured. Or was it Wade, and then Jackson Ford, Ali, Montoya, rack them up. But we pulled through.
We did. Showed a bit of heart. But the Dolphins aren't a team that is beating themselves at the moment. They sit high up in the ladder, and they've got, I don't know, something about them. Something annoys me that a Cody Nikodima can make that starting lineup and they can win, and he couldn't tackle anything a few years ago. So, but they're doing something right, and there'll be a team that we have to put away. But and they have the hammer back as well, which scares the shit out of me, to be honest, on broken play. But what's the key to beating them, Saucy?
Up the guts. Look, the hammer's back. Hammer had a good game against the Tigers, and I'm sure he'll be really keen to pull out another big game with origin jerseys on the line. So yeah, we'd have to watch out for him, but really it is up the middle. I thought the way the Warriors played in the weekend, being more direct, is probably the template to beat the Dolphins as well. I mean, the Dolphins forward pack, they're serviceable, they're, journeymen almost. So we really have the edge there. So that's where we should start.
Yep. What do you think about Tamai's combination with Chance? Really, does it need to get any better than what we saw on the weekend?
I think they just need to stick to what they're doing. I mean, Chance is a threat with the ball in the hand, and he was sort of commanding that left edge, but at the same time, Tamai was popping up on that left edge too and putting on try assists. So it's nice to see him playing both sides of the field, and I think it probably gives Andrew Webster a little bit more faith that he can take a little bit of pressure off SJ in the future. And let's run some more plays down that left-hand side. I mean, we're not a right-hand side dominant team anymore. So, yeah, I think the way they played the 7 and 6 last weekend, just keep it going. And Chance is just a supreme footballer, isn't he? He's just Mr. Rugby League. He can do it all.
Yeah, I was surprised in a good way to see Tamai had a long punt in his back pocket. I hadn't noticed him previously, peeling off 40, 50, 60 metre kicks on the fly as well. So it does bode well to see him to get about. What do you think about the forward matchup? You mentioned there's going to be, they've got a few battlers. We've got a few battlers as well. But what do you think what do you think Murata does coming back, and how do you think Webby's going to use him?
I think he won't give him too many big minutes, but the minutes he does give him, he'll ask him to be effective. Because he probably is the biggest point of difference in the forward pack. He's a strike player. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him maybe 15 to 10 minutes before halftime, trying to cause a bit of damage. I reckon, just like last week as well, Bunty will probably get a long spell on the bench up until maybe 20, 15 minutes to go, where his defence steps up. Now, I know a lot of people think he's not getting many run meters. I think he might have only got 18 in the game just gone in the weekend, but he had 30 tackles, no misses. That's what you want at the back end of a game.
So do you think Murata comes into the edge and Mitchie moves into the middle, or do you think they use Murata in the middle?
Yep, I reckon Mitchie, he's got big minutes under his belt, so he can shift back to prop, and Murata can play on the edge, and just do some damage out there. I reckon you might see him running off Te Maire quite a lot, maybe on that right hand edge.
Oh, it looks so good. So how do we go, boys? What is score predictions? Who gets the chocolates and by what?
Ooh, I reckon this might be a high-scoring game, depending on the weather conditions, because in case you didn't know it, probably you won't, Jared, that the weather is horrible in New Zealand right now, and the poor folks up north again are copping the flack with the flooding and whatnot. But it could be a high-scoring game if the weather picks up. I reckon maybe 26-18 to the Warriors.
What? Yeah, I do think that I did say that the Dolphins don't necessarily beat themselves, but I don't also believe... I believe they've got a few errors in there, and they can be a little casual, especially they were a little bit casual against the Tigers, right? They really should have put a Pussycats team like the Tigers away in Magic Round, and they didn't quite. The Tigers stuck with them as well. So, I think they might underestimate as well. So I'm actually predicting not as high a score, but I think it'll be a 22-12 affair. It'll be cold and it'll be shitty, but we'll get the chocolates and we'll be rolling on, getting ever so close to that 8. But beautiful, primo. And this is Daniel and Saucy trying to do Jed's job, so we don't know what the fuck we're doing. But I think that's when we just say we're done, up the wires, and go the Warriors.